Yeah, you guys are going to want to buckle up for this one, because this entire video is going to be a very unfortunate and disturbing conversation about one Patrick Beverley. Now, for NBA fans, Patrick Beverley is probably no stranger to you. He bounced around the league often, being a very nice team sort of player, very great defensive player, and was a nice glue guy to some extent. At the same time, he was also extremely outspoken, and it became more apparent once he had his own podcast, once he was basically done playing in the league, played overseas for a little bit. He just kept talking up to the point where he got in this beef with Trae Young about a month or two ago. I made an entire video talking about that nonsense and how annoying I thought he was being. But what we're about to talk about is beyond basketball. It's honestly just shameful. Let's start at the very beginning of this entire situation. But also, before we do that, please, if you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button. That would mean everything to me. Now, this entire thing started on November 14th when it was reported that Patrick Beverley was arrested for a felony charge of allegedly finding his younger sister with an 18-year-old guy, presumably her boyfriend. The report was basically assault, and it was presumed that Patrick Beverley assaulted the 18-year-old that was dating or was trying to date his minor sister. But that was all we knew at the time. Presumably, he assaulted the 18-year-old guy that was trying to see his minor sister, who is about 14 or 15 years old. Patrick Beverley even spoke out on Twitter saying, "Please don't believe everything you see on the internet. Hope all is well. Love." His attorney even came out with a statement saying Patrick Beverley has no criminal record. He cares deeply about his little sister, a young lady, a minor. Given that when he unexpectedly found her alone in the home with an 18-year-old man in the middle of the night, he was understandably concerned, as any brother would be, about his sister. However, we don't believe what followed happened the way it's been described, and we look forward to the opportunity to address that in court. And like I was alluding to earlier, this was literally all we knew. This was the report on the 14th. According to jail records, the charge against Beverley is assault on a family member / household member impeding breath or circulation. We still didn't know what that meant. There really wasn't much details to go off of. So, understandably, many people kind of took the situation as, oh, Patrick Beverley obviously beat up this 18-year-old who was dating a minor. Which, listen, any older brother probably would have done the same thing. Only with the most wild of Uno reverse cards, it wasn't the 18-year-old he beat up. It was his sister. Yeah, TMZ reported it just a couple of hours ago. As you can see right here, Patrick Beverley accused of choking, punching sister in the eye before assault arrest. TMZ Sports has obtained more details surrounding Patrick Beverley's arrest. The ex-NBA player is accused of punching his sister in the eye and choking her for up to 30 seconds at a Texas home. According to the probable cause affidavit, Beverley's sister told officials she left the home in the middle of the night without permission to see her boyfriend, Aiden Hilderbrand, at a nearby park on November 14th. Also, just a quick side note before we get to the rest of the article. If you're 18 years old, don't date a minor. You would think that's common sense, but if you're 18 years old, don't date somebody that's 14 or 15. That's gross. But anyways, I digress. When she returned home, her mother, Lisa, was awake and told her to enter her room. Lisa then told her daughter to call Hildebrand and tell him to pick her up. Upon his arrival, Hildebrand was told to go inside, and Lisa called Patrick Beverley to come over to the residence. So immediately what we're getting here is that the mother is actually the one that's orchestrating this entire thing. Beverley then seemingly scolded his sister before he grabbed her by her neck with both hands and picked her up off the ground by having her feet come up from the floor. I do apologize for anybody that might get a little bit squeamish with this sort of stuff. It does get somewhat graphic, not super crazy, but still, this is just horrible stuff. Anyways, the article continues. His sister claims his grasp on her neck made her feel pain as if she was losing oxygen and unable to breathe, which lasted between 20 to 30 seconds. The sister stated Beverley took her out of the bedroom by the neck and slammed her body against the walls of an open room area of the house. She claims Beverley then laid her on the sofa, stood on top of her, and punched her approximately one time on her left eye with a closed fist. It even follows up with this comment that allegedly Beverley made, saying he will be the family relative to kill her. Which, again, if this affidavit has any truth to it, this is beyond messed up. Because one can only certainly presume that this is what Patrick Beverley was referring to when he tweeted, "Don't believe everything that you see, love," whatever it was. And like I said earlier, the details to this has taken this entire story to such a darker place that I think any of us were expecting. It's awful. It's disgusting. It's scary. And I can only assume that we're going to get some more details to this entire thing in the next coming days or even weeks maybe. But just like right off the top, number one, the mother just did nothing in the situation. Like, if any of that story has any truth to it, not only did the mother actually orchestrate this all like going down, but You just stood by and let Patrick Beverley do that to your daughter? That's horrible. And listen, let me tell you something. I have siblings, all right? I have a sister and a brother. Like, we've gotten in disagreements, we've gotten in fights, but listen, when it comes to throwing hands, my sister, off limits. Like, sure, me and my brother, like, we'll throw hands every now and then, you know what I mean? Because that's what it is. But my sister's off limits. My sister's never getting a finger placed on her, no matter how mad either of us ever get. I mean, frankly speaking, that's just the case with women, period. But the fact that he was choking her and lifted her off the ground for possibly 30 seconds is just... It's horrifying. If we get any more details or information about this entire situation, I will absolutely keep updating, you know, posting more videos and whatnot. But with what we've got right now, please let me know in the comments what you think about this entire situation. And until next time, peace.